All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays. Yeah.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. Monday, March 4th, 2024. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez. How's it going?
He just knocked your clothes down. And he's laying on his He's not.
All right. What are you doing, Goofy? Well, I did not have a good day on Friday, that's for sure. Pick-wise, anyway.
I had a terrible. I went 1-5.
Damn, you were worse to be. I was 2-6.
I had one push too. I was 1-5 with a push.
I was 2-6, 2-2 NBA, 0-2 in college basketball, and 0-2 in hockey. So not a good day.
Well, last year seemed like you did pretty well in the NBA, and I don't know how anybody could do good on the NBA right now.
Yeah, I haven't been doing real good this year.
NBA is rough. I watched a little bit of the Thunder last night. It looked pretty good.
Who?
Thunder.
Yeah,
They look pretty good.
they've been playing pretty well. Gilchrist Alexander's really came along.
I think there should be some talks about him being the most valuable player.
I haven't watched a whole lot of their games this year, but I have watched them some, and they have looked good. Fucking Pacers got beat by the Spurs.
Yeah, they moved back. They moved back to the 8th position now.
They play well and beat the good teams, and then they play against the teams that they should beat or that you expect them to beat, or the bad teams per se, and they lose to them.
They're just not consistent enough, especially on defense. I don't know.
Last night they couldn't hit a shot.
I hate to say it, but I think maybe Carlisle's got to go and they got to bring somebody else in. I hate to say that.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the problem or what. I don't know what the problem is. Because last night one of the big problems was they couldn't hit no. I think they were 6 for 34, or 6 for 34, or 6 for 35 from 3-point range.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at some point, if you're not hitting them, you need to quit. Quit throwing them up.
Yeah.
Try a different way to score.
Yep. I agree.
No, there at the end of the game, Miles Turner was still throwing them up. And then Halliburton, everybody was throwing them up. Nobody was hitting. It's like you're trying to get back in the game. If you're not hitting threes, drive to the basket, get to the foul line. Halliburton didn't have a real good game yesterday either, but the whole team didn't shoot the ball very well.
Another team that's starting to play pretty well again is the Pelicans.
Yeah, I haven't watched a whole lot of them this year, but I did see that they've been playing some better basketball. If they can stay, their biggest thing is if they can stay healthy, and can you keep Zion on the floor?
Yeah.
NFL Combine, I think ends today with some of the specialists.
Okay.
No, man. From what I didn't watch a lot of. From what I'm hearing, man, a lot of fast times in the 40s and stuff. A lot of players real fast. Did sound like that today. I heard Schefter talking. He's pretty sure that the Colts are going to franchise tag Pittman.
Yeah, at least he said he said a deal could get done, but he figured at least they would franchise him.
I figured they're going to do what they can to bring him back. Mike Evans signed a deal with the Tampa Bay. It's going to be interesting the next few days with free agency getting ready to kick off, and you have the draft coming up not too long after that.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah, Glenn won some tickets.
Okay. Blink 182 tickets. Yeah, and you got the deadline for the franchise tag will be coming up soon. So NFL should be picking back up, especially with the free agency. Be interesting to see where some of these quarterbacks end up at. See where what the Bears are going to do. Are they going to take Caleb Williams? Been a lot of talk about him over the weekend, but not doing medical stuff. I didn't think it was that big a deal. It'd been to me. It'd been different if he said he wasn't going to do no medical stuff for any team, all that. Then I can understand. Hey, what's he hiding all this? But he can't. When I listened to him talk, and not just the report that came out, he basically said that not 32 teams can draft me because there's only one of me, and why do I need to do all this medical stuff for teams that there's no chance they're going to draft me? And I understand that in a way. Why would you want your medical information out there to everybody if there's no way that it's no, it's not going to hurt you if they don't have it. It's not going to help you that they have it. So why?
Well, I'm going to give my opinion. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think if the Bears draft him, it's a mistake. I'm not saying they shouldn't draft a quarterback. I'm not, I don't know about that, but I think I don't think he's mentally tough. I think that he'll be problems, and I think it's going to be a mistake if they draft
him. Yes. I haven't been sold on him as the number one quarterback this season. I looked a lot better last season. This season, I saw a lot more holes. Then he seemed like after he started making more NIL money, he got a little more cocky and started talking to his dad. His dad hasn't helped out the situation either. But like I said, I go back to that Notre Dame game. Notre Dame had him rattled from the beginning of the whole game, and there was other times I've seen that. I think he's going to go number one just because that's who everybody's built up. But yeah, I don't know if I would take him number one, but the Bears are in a tough position when you're in this. I mean, you almost have to take a quarterback. If you don't take him with all the hype around him, you take somebody else that don't work out, then or if you stay with Fields and it don't work out, you're probably going to. If you're that GM, you're going to lose your job. So that GM's in a tough spot, especially after you were in the same position basically last year, and you passed on Stroud or Bryce Young or whoever you'd want.
It's easy after the fact. You can say, look at that Stroud. Look at how he's playing. It's easy to say that after everything's done. And
but the thing is, they might not, even if they did pick that number one, they might have not even took Stroud. I mean, you know what I mean? They might have went with Young like Carolina did,
Yeah.
or I mean, you never know who they would have took if they'd have drafted number one.
Yep.
It was just like when all the people was mad they took Trubisky. Oh, we could have took Mahomes instead of Trubisky. Well, for one, nobody thought Mahomes was going to. I'm not saying they didn't think he was going to could be good, but nobody thought Mahomes was going to be what Mahomes has turned into when he got drafted. That's why he didn't get drafted to what 10th or 11th pick in the draft or something.
Well, the problem with Trubisky was getting him as early as they got him. That didn't make any sense. That this didn't make any sense. I don't think anybody else.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is all the Bears. We could have. They took Trubisky. We could have had Mahomes. Well, that year of the draft, you wouldn't feel in that way because Mahomes had a little bit of hype around, but not a whole lot of hype around because he didn't win in college. He put up some numbers, but it wasn't like he ever was really winning. Played at Texas Tech. It wasn't like he was at some of the one of the big powerhouse schools either. But it was like, it's easy to say now they should have took Mahomes because you've seen what Mahomes has done. But if you look at the draft back then, there wasn't a whole lot of people saying Mahomes at number one or number two pick.
Let me ask you this: Colts had the number one pick, and they didn't have Richardson right now. They needed a quarterback. What quarterback would you take in the draft? Or would you trade for a Fields or something like that?
I would probably take probably either Drake May or Penix. I know a lot of people have Penix as like the sixth quarterback to go because they have a lot of that because of his injuries he had early in his college career. But just going off my eye test of watching them guys play, I would go with one of them two. I think Drake May is going to be good in the NFL. I think Michael Penix is going to be real good in the NFL. I think he's getting overlooked a little bit. There's talk that McCarthy is going to go before him. And
what about Nick?
I'm not saying that McCarthy's not good, but I mean, but the system he played in there in Michigan, he wasn't asked to do what some of them other guys was to do because Michigan we're going to run the ball. I mean, they threw the ball some, but he wasn't asked to carry the team like that. No, I like Nix. I think Nix could be real good in the NFL too. I think I'm kind of surprised he's as far back, but he's real accurate. I think that's one thing that's going to help him too. And you have a lot of experience. I think that helps going into the NFL. I mean, if you look at Brock Purdy, some of these guys that are having some success, they played a lot in college. And it wasn't that they were a star for 1 or 2 years. They had a lot of reps. They might not have been on teams that were always in national conversation like Purdy at Iowa State, but he was in a lot of close games. Went through some up and downs and whatnot. I think that helps going into the league.
Yeah.
Glenn gonna play some at WWE 2K24.
There's a lot of hype around that. I heard it's supposed to be really good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it or played it, but yeah, I've heard. I know a lot of people liked last year, so I'm sure this one will be good as well. All right, NBA tonight. I end up going with 3 games. I'm gonna go with the Clippers at the +4.5 on the road at the Milwaukee Bucks. I know the Clippers did lose Russell Westbrook. I'm not sure how long he'll be out, but I think he might have fractured a hand or something. Uh, can't remember if it was Friday or Saturday, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he fractured a hand in a game over the weekend. Go with the Utah Jazz at the -5.5 at home against the Washington Wizards. And I'm going to go with the OKC Thunder at the -1.5 against the on the road at the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, we got 2 picks the same for the NBA. I only went with 2 games. I've got the Utah -5.5 against the Wizards, and then I've got OKC -1.5 at the Lakers.
College basketball, I'm going with Duke at the -6.5 on the road at NC State. I'm going to go with Baylor at the -6.5 at home against Texas.
Okay, my college, I have Duke -6.5 at North Carolina State. I have Florida A&M at Southern. I'll take Southern -10.5, and I got Weber State -4.5 at Montana State. That's my 3 college picks.
All right, in hockey, I'm going with the Maple Leafs on the money line at home against the Bruins. Rangers money line at home against the Panthers. Golden Knights money line on the road at the Blue Jackets. And the Flames on the money line at home against the Kraken.
Okay, my NHL picks for tonight. I got a Vegas money line on the road at Columbus. I got Chicago at Colorado. I'll take Colorado money line. I got Florida at the Rangers. I'll take the Rangers money line. And I've got Seattle money line against Calgary.
Going with the underdog?
Going with the underdog. Got a couple underdogs in there.
All right. That's all the picks I have for today.
Glenn gets to hold on to the belt for a little longer. He's going to take it back to NXT with him. The champ's still going to be in the building.
All right. Well, did you have anything else for today?
No, I think I'm good to go.
Join us tonight, 6:30 for GWR.
Should be a good show.
After the GWR show, I'm going to air the WCW wrestling from Lebanon over from Saturday. Yeah, from Saturday night.
That was a great show.
That we was at where it tonight right after the GWR show. So join us for that on YouTube. We appreciate everybody watching. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Like and follow Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room as well. And we'll be back tomorrow right around 3 o'clock with another episode of Easy Money and Sports Betting Show.